Hey, I'm Dan.
And I'm Derek.
And welcome to the third episode of the Gleeful Globe.
We're all aware of the wild events that are going on during 2020.
So we figured that we should find and spread gleeful news to cheer everyone up and keep us moving forward.
So without further ado, let's move on to our first piece of good news.
Fighting COVID is a big struggle. Another big struggle is fighting cancer. Well, a Texas couple who has been married for 46 years beats COVID and cancer and then returns home with clean bills of health. Janice and Robert Beecham stuck to each other in sickness and in health. Janice has ovarian and breast cancer, while Robert recently tested positive for COVID.
Robert previously had 2 strokes, but he still was able to recover quickly from COVID-19. But when he got home from the hospital, he found out that Janice has also tested positive and that her breast cancer has returned.
Janice couldn't start her chemo until she recovered from COVID, which allowed the cancer to spread. However, they have now survived both cancer and COVID together. What an amazing achievement.
Our next article is talking about how a man from Washington rescues 2.4 million pounds of farmers' crops from going bad. George Ahern found out that farmers weren't able to sell their crops anymore, and he was inspired to bring 200 tons of it to food banks. Washington State's farm supply chains have been shut down due to the pandemic, leaving crops let out to rot. But the farmers wanted to be able to give the food to Seattle's food drive banks instead.
Ahern posted a Facebook plea for a truck to help move the onions and potatoes, and 4 trucks and 2 trailers showed up to help him haul over 9 tons of food. He started a nonprofit called East West Food Rescue that has saved over 2.4 million pounds of food and compensating farmers for their losses.
Several others are now helping him find a way to get on his journey to donate 10 million pounds of crops, and Ahern also hopes to find a way to be able to move the refrigerated food such as fruit and dairy to those food banks.
Teachers are already greatly underappreciated in society today. Well, one teacher went above and beyond, spending every day in lockdown preparing food for his pupils and delivered 7,500 packed lunches. Zane Powles made 85 lunches every day because he worried that his students would have a hard time accessing food through the pandemic. For 17 weeks, he walked 7.5 miles every day to deliver them, delivering over 4 tons of food.
The school where he packs his lunches closed, so then he recently delivered his last round of lunches. While he delivered the lunches, he also dropped off some homework, which the kids didn't like as much as the lunch, but they were all thankful to be able to see him again.
Although he isn't currently delivering lunches, he said his mission is far from complete. Now, he's going to bike through all of England's castles to raise money for Meals and More, an organization supporting children in poverty.
He has previously won many awards for his work as assistant headmaster in his school's behavior unit. The next article is titled, Trading a Trumpet for a Gun. In New Orleans, it's famous for its jazz music along with its gun violence, and a trumpet player named Shamar Allen wanted to use one to fix the other. He had extra trumpets in his house, and he told kids that if he brought them their gun, he would give them a trumpet, no questions asked.
He made a deal with the mayor and local police for them to accept the guns he collected without going after the kids. He collected 4 guns and ran out of trumpets, but has received an outpouring of donations of both money and instruments.
He started an organization called Trumpet is My Weapon. The trumpet inspired him as a kid, and he hopes to be able to bring that to kids now today.
This next video shows a 5-month-old puppy who got lost and couldn't find his way home. But he did find his vet's office. He was barking at the door of the vet he had been going to since he was only 1 month old.
The officer recognized the dog, and he was able to reunite the dog with his owner, and the owner was so happy to see him. The next article we're talking about is about a woman that is reunited with her lost teddy bear that contains her late mom's voice. When Mara Soriano was moving, she lost a teddy bear that contained a recording of her late mother's voice in the progress. The bear was in a bag of electronic devices before it was stolen.
She posted about it online and her search went viral, while she put up lost posters all around Vancouver. Ryan Reynolds saw it and offered $5,000 to whoever returned the bear. No questions asked. She got an email to meet up with 2 people who returned the bear in the next few days. I wish I was able to get Ryan Reynolds' attention from losing my teddy bear. We all know that tigers are an endangered species and we risk losing them in the near future. Well, this video shows that new tigers have been sighted in an area of Thailand where they haven't been seen for 4 years. The pictures were captured by camera traps from Thailand's Department of National Parks, Wildlife and Plant Conservation, Panthera, and the Zoological Society of London.
These tigers are endangered, with less than 4,000 in the wild across the globe today. They want to increase Thailand's tiger population by at least 50% in the next 2 years.
And that's all the good news we have planned for this episode.
We hope that you guys enjoyed this episode of the Gleeful Globe. We post episodes weekly, and make sure to subscribe and share if you liked it.
Come across any piece of news that cheers you up and that you'd like to share, please don't hesitate to fill us in through this link, tinyurl.com/gleefulglobe.
I've been Derek.
And I've been Dan. See you next week.
This is outro. I didn't do that. Do not. Oh my god. Alright, Carly, this is article 4.
Since... Oh, okay. Get the camera.
Anyways.
Bad.
Oh wait, can you do that thing? I don't know.